Well, we made it through another work week, and we've got another new release Friday, so it's good all the way around, I think, right? That's what I think, anyway. We've got two breaks we're going to be doing tonight. It's a half case, which is one brief case of flawless collegiate football, and then we're going to bust into a full case of Topps Update Jumbo Baseball. Mouthful, wasn't it? Before we actually get started ripping, there is a little bit of information to go over, so let's go ahead and get rolling with that while everybody's getting in the room, getting settled here. So feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime that you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, thank you for being here. That's the more important part. I always appreciate you hanging out with me, bidding, breaking, chatting, keeping me company, all that fun stuff. We're going to take a look now at what is coming up in the days ahead. So Saturday and Sunday night will both be off nights. We're going to come back Monday night and break a lot of memorabilia. A 4-box full case of Leaf Autograph full-size football helmets, a 5-box full case break of Game Day Greats Series 3 autograph football jerseys, and then a 10-box full case break of autograph mini helmets from TriStar. On Tuesday night, we're going to do NT Squared. It will be a full case of National Treasures Baseball, followed by a full case of National Treasures Collegiate Football. On Wednesday, we have a new release once again, and it is Illusions Football. And we're going to break an 8-box inner case of that. And those are loose boxes from shared cases making up that 8-box inner case. So that's how we look in the days ahead. And here's what you need to know about what we're opening tonight. Flawless Collegiate is up first. Obviously, that's a pretty quick break. So if you're waiting for Update Jumbo, Flawless Collegiate is going to take us 10, 12 minutes, something like that. It's pretty quick. And everything that we are opening tonight should be out the door and on the way to you approximately Tuesday. As always, that is plus or minus a day. So if things go really well, maybe something gets out a little early. If something goes off the rails, maybe it goes a day late. Right now, I expect it to go Tuesday. I believe everyone's going to hit cards in the Topps Update break. However, in Flawless Collegiate, if you do not get a hit, meaning you don't get a card of any sort in that, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it, and it would go out the door when the rest of the break ships, okay? So that's how we do all the paid shipping stuff around here. So first up is our half case, which in this instance is 1 box of 2020 Panini Flawless Collegiate Football. It just released today, like everything we're opening tonight. It ended tonight on eBay, which is Friday the 6th of November. And yeah, we're going to open it the same night it ended on eBay. And of course, you'll find your team names there. I've got 9 o'clock Eastern. It is obviously 9:30 tonight was our scheduled start time. I better fix that. I'm just used to saying 9 o'clock because that's when we break 99% of the time. And then tonight it was 9:30, and look, I typoed it. But anyway, excuse me. So team names are on the left-hand side. Apparently my lung is coming out. And we have got the winning bidder user ID across from each team there on the opposite side. If I could keep the mouse going downward, that would help, wouldn't it? And then, of course, we'll have a new spreadsheet up there when we get ready to do baseball, which will be right after we finish up here. I need to do a little tweaking on the focus. You will notice here in a moment that your background is about to get blurry, so just hang tight. That is intentional, so try not to let that stress you out. We're going to be able to see what we need to see, and we won't have to worry about all that stupid zooming in and out when it tries to autofocus and all that stuff that nobody likes. Christopher's here. Hi, Christopher. He says, let's go. He's ready to get some hits tonight in Flawless Collegiate. Hey, Christopher, remind me who your teams are in here. We'll get some mojo action going for them here if we can. Now, half the time I try to cut these, and they're just nearly impossible to cut through them. So I'm going to try to peel it. And, of course, I don't think I got all of it. I'm probably still ultimately going to have to cut it. I don't know. It looks like they should just peel right off, but they really kind of don't. Oh, it did. It did that time. All right. Well, however, the hinge is not being my friend at the moment, but otherwise, well, there's, you can see it's empty except for the keys in there. Full keys if you wanted to, I don't know what, lock it up, chain it to your wrist, carry it around like it was $1 million. I don't know. Something like that, I suppose. Richard's here. Hi, Richard. And Christopher, you've got the Chiefs and the Cardinals and the Broncos. All right. So, of course, this being a collegiate product, we got to talk about a couple little things here. If this is a player who is an active player, it's going to go to the team that they are with currently. If it is a retired player, it will go to the team they played for the longest, since we are talking about collegiate stuff. And of course, all that info you can find in the listing description down there in that special circumstances area. The first one we see, it's for my little Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. That's right. Whoever's got the Steelers tonight, you're going to start off with a Chase Claypool to 10. That's still not really letting us see that as well as I would like. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to tweak that again. I think it's not... Usually we can see that a little bit better than we did right there, I think. So let's just mess with this again for a hot second. It's usually the more the background goes out of focus, the more we can see in the foreground. But this is a new, it's a new program that runs the focus now on the camera. They changed it and it's making my life a little difficult. But I think, I don't know, is that any better? Maybe, possibly. Anyway, it's the Steelers and Chase Claypool. And we have next a little Jake Fromm. That is numbered to 10, and it's a really nice patch that heads to the Buffalo Bills. Following is Hunter Renfrow, numbered to 25, hard-signed autograph there. Hunter Renfrow is the Raiders, right? I'll double-check that, but I think he's the Raiders. Little Dwayne Haskins coming out, numbered to 25, also a hard-signed autograph. He's currently the Redskins. I kind of thought they might move him, considering, really, that he's been hanging out now, back third-string quarterback, but they didn't. Le'Veon Bell, well, numbered to 5, and he was recently traded to, guess what? Christopher's Kansas City Chiefs. So Le'Veon Bell heads to Kansas City, which is his current team. Michael Pittman Jr., numbered to 25, and again, hard-signed autographs. Most of these in here are, one would think they would all be, considering the cost of a product like this, but you know what? Sometimes they're not, but that one was. They have all been so far tonight. The Colts was Michael Pittman Jr. Next up, I've got a little Kittle. George Kittle, numbered to 25 for the Niners. He's injured right now. I believe he and Jimmy Garoppolo and a few of them on that team are a little banged up at the moment. Next up, I've got a Billy Sims. Billy Sims is numbered to 15. Is he going to be the Lions? I'm going to double check that. I feel like he's the Lions, but I also feel like I need to double check it. So give me a hot second here, and let me pull up his stats and make sure that's where he goes as far as where he played the longest and all that fun stuff. Yeah, only played for the Lions. So, yeah, couldn't really go anywhere else, could it? That's right. Miles Sanders, there's one for the Eagles. It's numbered to 20, and you've got your little diamond chip down in there. That's just a little card that says, oh yeah, whatever, they're real little chips and they're not blood diamonds. Paul Warfield, 1 of 1. Woohoo! How you like that? I like hitting 1 of 1s. That makes me very happy. And I think I know where that goes, but rather than guess, I'm going to also just look that up and see if I'm right or if I'm wrong on that. Cleveland's what I think, but I know he played somewhere else too, so hang on. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, we are Cleveland. He was 8 years Browns and 5 years Miami, so the Warfield going to the Browns, the nice 1 of 1. And Tua, woohoo! There you go, Miami Dolphins. A Tua Tagovailoa. It is numbered to 25. So there we go. Good deal on that. Christopher says, what if a Diamond 1-of-1 college team came out? Well, if a Diamond 1-of-1 college team came out, we would, of course, have to use random.org to give that out, but that doesn't happen too often. I'm still just not happy with the way this Focus is acting tonight. I'm still messing with it. We're going to try one more time to see if I can't get this right. And then we're going to a recap, and then we'll move on into baseball. Okay, Billy Sims that we just looked up a minute ago to verify that I was right on him. Number to 15, he's going to the Lions. Then I've got the George Kittle, number to 25, going to the 49ers. Got Michael Pittman Jr. to 25, headed to Indianapolis and the Colts. Le'Veon Bell, numbered to 5, of course, recently traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, so that's where he goes. Dwayne Haskins, numbered to 25. He is still a Redskin these days. That's where he's headed. Hunter Renfrow, numbered to 25. As far as I know, Hunter is still a Raider, so that would go there. Jake Fromm, that's numbered to 10 with a nice patch to go with it, and it heads to Buffalo. And Chase Claypool, numbered to 10, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then we have the beautiful little hit here for the Dolphins with Tua. It is numbered to 25. You've got your little diamond chip in there. Of course, the hard-signed autograph. The Paul Warfield, which is a 1-of-1, and that is headed to the Browns. We did verify he played there, I think I counted, 8 years versus 5 for the Dolphins. Miles Sanders, diamond chip in that as well. It is numbered to 20, headed to Philadelphia and the Eagles. Okay, so that has wrapped up our flawless collegiate part of the night. Now we're getting ready to get down to business with a little baseball. I am going to put the spreadsheet information up one more time because, well, people tend to roll in and out, jump in and out. So we're going to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see what they need to know. Tuesday is the anticipated shipping date. As always, if I can get something sent out faster than the date that you see listed there, I will happily do so. And of course, sometimes life happens and things go a little later than I mean for them to, which is why I always say plus or minus a day, but generally speaking, Tuesday is what I'm expecting. If you got skunked in Flawless Collegiate and did not pull a card, you can still expect to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door. Update Jumbo, I expect everybody in here will pull cards, so we don't really have to worry about consolation cards in that. As a final reminder about Jumbo Baseball, Veteran Base does not ship to the teams. It's a separate bidding category. So we'll talk more about it as we open it, but no Veteran Base shipping to the teams in this break. This is a 6-box case of 2020 Update Jumbo Baseball. It's a full case break. It's break number 1. It came out today. It's a new release, and our blah, 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 and our auction ended tonight on eBay, which is Friday night, the 6th of November, same night we are breaking it. And once again, my autopilot kicked in, and I put in the time we usually start and not the time we had scheduled to start tonight. So we'll fix that real quickly. And you'll see your team names are on one side, and your eBay user ID of each winning bidder is across from their team on the opposite side. Our Veteran Base did have a separate bidding spot. Usually someone does give it a home, the Veteran Base. Tonight, no one did, so the Veteran Base just hangs out here with me. So that's how that's going to work. And, oh boy, that sounded more like, well, apparently I'm not finding there. It was like I couldn't find the seam of the tape on that box for some reason. So our Jumbo Baseball, it's got 1 autograph card in it, 2 relic cards in it. One of the relics is usually a manufactured relic, and the other one is a, player used or player worn. And let me just dump the bottom of these out. Not dump exactly, but yeah. And we're going to find lots of inserts and parallels and probably some short prints and all that kind of fun stuff. And that kind of stuff is what does ship to the teams. So autographs, relics, any card that has the RC on it, the rookie card designation, short prints, inserts, parallels, numbered cards, the silver pack cards, all that stuff ships to the teams as normal. It is quite literally only the veteran base that does not ship to the teams. And of course, I'm sure everybody saw that because it was in the title and 2 or 3 places in the description and all that. So I'm sure it's not a surprise to anybody, but still, I just kind of like to go over it. Here's our 3 packs. They call them silver packs, although obviously, we've got a patch in one of them. So we've got 2 packs of quote-unquote silver packs and 1 patch. Didn't even know we were getting a patch this year. We'll open all those at the end of the break. We're just going to gather those up as we go along. They'll set off to the side there, and we'll check them out at the end of the night. Now, for this first pack, we'll go through it all the way through it. After that, we're going to cut right to the center and just see the good stuff. But to demonstrate kind of how a pack is set up in Jumbo, we'll go through the first one. This is an example of veteran base. That is the stuff that does not ship to the teams. So whenever it's just veteran base, it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays right. Well, it goes to the veteran base bidding spot, but doesn't ship out. Now, cards like that have that little RC down there in the corner, those rookie cards, they do go to the teams, okay? Because they are not veterans, obviously. They are rookies. And then what we're looking for is to hit the middle, which I feel like we should have passed by now, and we probably did. So that may be a short print that I've got right there. But let me see if I've missed anything before I got to the middle. Because usually our hits are right in the middle. And let's see if this is the beginning of it with Matt Davidson. No, that's not. So, like, where is my hit? Where are our inserts? Where are our inserts in our pack, which is normally right there in the middle, but yet I saw none. I guess they're going to be at the end this time. No, they've changed it up on me. No longer in the middle, but at the end. That's still base with Ken Griffey Jr., and we can tell that by looking, of course, at that little code on the back. Now Topps has just totally messed with my mind, and they've moved it from the middle to the back of the pack. Hoi! So the first thing we see, you can tell by the border color over there, that's going to be a numbered card. And it is numbered to 2020 because that's the year that we are in. And next year, those will be numbered to 2021 and so on and so forth. Hollow foil insert, I'm sure we're going to find plenty of those before we finish up tonight. Excuse me. It is not numbered, but again, all of this stuff here at the back, all of our inserts, short prints, etc., this all goes to the teams. And we've got an anniversary card there for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. It's not numbered either. If a future one is numbered, I will point it out. Otherwise, we keep on trucking. A decade's best, Todd Helton for the Colorado Rockies. And then this, we've got some prospects cards in here this year. Nate Pearson for the Blue Jays is the first one that we see. So now that we kind of know how it works, and now that I have figured out that they've moved it from the middle of the pack to the back of the pack, that's going to make our lives even easier because we're just going to keep going right until we get to whatever our first hit is. I'm just making sure that was base, which it is. Making sure we stopped off at the right spot. And yeah, then we'll look at what's in there. Makes it go a little faster when we don't shuffle through all those other cards. This is a Derek Jeter 20 years of the captain and manufactured relic. I started to say insert, but that's not right. It's manufactured relic, and of course it is headed to the New York Yankees. This hollow foil should be numbered, I think. No. I thought it was going to be because of the color down the edge, but it's not. Just a regular hollow foil, Alex Bregman and the Astros. And next up, got the anniversary for the Dodgers. We've got a decade's best Sandy Koufax Dodgers, and then we've got a Ryan Mountcastle prospect card for the Orioles. So generally speaking, on our inserts, we'll probably just flip them over when they're numbered or when I think they might be numbered, and when they are not numbered, we're not gonna worry about flipping them over every time. This one will be numbered to 2020, and it is for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hollow foil for the Yankees, right as I say, we're not going to flip them. It's a habit, so maybe we will. That's anniversary for the Rays, and Randy Johnson there for the Seattle Mariners, and the A's with a prospect card. So everybody's all quiet tonight. There's nobody hanging out, keeping me company. Christopher was here a minute ago. He kept me company for Immaculate Collegiate, and then he took off, and now you guys are just going to leave me all by my little lonesome self here, aren't you? Yeah, well, you're there. I can see you're hanging out there. Just nobody's in the mood to chat, I guess, which that's all right. That's all right. Number 250. Hey, there's a Ricky Henderson for the Oakland A's. That's a nice autograph for the A's. So congrats on that, Oakland. Oh, yay, somebody is going to talk to me. Ryan is. Hi, Ryan. He wants to see lots of Mariner short prints. All right, let's work on that. So Jacob deGrom for the Mets, and a Lincecum for San Francisco, a Ken Griffey Jr. Oh, well, we did find a Ken Griffey Jr. insert for the Mariners. I know it's not numbered, but I like Ken Griffey Jr. And then there was Young for the Rangers. Because you have to know, Ryan, I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan by trade. So, yeah, you know we're going to love all things Ken Griffey. Junior, senior, doesn't matter. The name's Ken Griffey. Sign us up. We like him. Those of us who are Reds fans, anyway. New York Yankees with a hollow foil. The Cardinals anniversary with Bob Gibson. A decade's best, Jose Altuve. And Mackenzie Gore, prospect for the Padres. Rob's here, too. Rob says he likes to hear me talk to myself. Well, I do that a lot, don't I? I know, and it's actually, oh, that one is numbered. See, it's always good to check and make sure that I've stopped on the right card, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a bad habit. Now that I've picked it up in breaks, I kind of walk around muttering to myself quite frequently. It's rather alarming, actually. Zach Davies, numbered to 300 for the Padres. Then I have a hollow foil here that is Bryce Harper for the Phillies, and Phillies again with a Ryan Howard insert, 20 years of the captain, a Jeter insert for the Yankees, and an Evan White prospect card for the Mariners. Rob is looking for Red Sox, Cardinals, and the Nationals. All right, Red Sox, Cardinals, and Nationals. You know, I wonder why Topps moved all this stuff to the back of the pack. Must be somehow easier to do it from a production standpoint. But after all the years it's been in the middle, it's kind of messing with my head that it's at the back. I mean, it's easier technically, but it's kind of wigging me out a little bit. Albert Pujols and the Angels, the Mets, and Gooden. Brooks Robinson for the Orioles, and the Indians with a Nolan Jones prospect card. So Rob and Ryan, what do you all think about the Red Sox hiring Alex Cora back? I gotta tell you, I'm not real thrilled with that, because basically they just fired the guy to keep themselves from being out of, I guess, bearing the brunt of negative public opinion. Is that the way to say it? And then pretty much the millisecond that his suspension is over, they just hire him back. So I just think that's pretty weak myself. But anyway, a short print, Derek Jeter for the New York Yankees. A hollow foil here for Jerko and the Brewers. Austin Meadows for the Rays. Had to think about where Jed played there for a minute. I know it said it on there, but I'd already set it down. Ryan Sandberg and the Cubbies, and Dylan Carlson, prospect for the Cardinals. Ryan says the players loved him there, so it makes sense from that standpoint, but you won't be rooting for them. Yeah, I mean, I don't deny that the guy's talented, that he's good at what he does as far as managing. I don't think anybody would say he's not probably good at what he does, but I just think it sends a bad message. Both those guys, first of all, I think they should have been suspended longer, but secondly, they both immediately got other jobs. I mean, Cora and AJ Hinch is like just instantly like, here you go, Tampa Bay Rays hollow foil. And for the Braves, it is Fred McGriff. And the Braves again with the decade's best, followed by Brady Singer for the Royals. Rob, you are a Red Sox fan. All right, so let's get your take on it. You said you don't like it, but he's a player's manager, and Xander and Devers love him. And you're thinking ownership is concerned they might walk. Oh, gotcha. Like if they didn't bring him back. Well, yeah. I mean, I could see that if you've got Bogarts and Rafael Devers in his corner. That does push you in a certain direction, doesn't it? Kirsch, we got a little All-Star Stitches card for the Dodgers with Clayton Kershaw. Is that from the 2016 All-Star game? Apparently. Wow. All right. Yeah, from a workout jersey worn during the 2016 All-Star game. So they've just been hanging on to that for 4 years, I guess. It's kind of weird, right? Hollow foil for the Astros, White Sox, and Moncada. Another Derek Jeter, and there's a good one, Jo Adell for the Angels. So there goes box number 1. Bogarts can opt out after 2021, and Devers is arbitration eligible after 2021. Well, I would think that they will pay Devers enough that he won't go anywhere. I guess it depends on the rest of the payroll as to what happens with Xander. I don't think, speaking of like free agency and etc., well, first of all, at the beginning of the year, like I didn't want us to keep Trevor Bauer because he was kind of bad the year before when we picked him up from up north. He came down and really wasn't super impressive, I have to say. It was kind of moderate at best. But then this year, I mean, he was lights out, as is obvious by the fact that he's probably going to win the Cy Young. And so now I was kind of like thinking I would sort of like to keep him, but I don't think there's going to be any way my Reds are going to keep him. I think he's going to be looking for approximately $40 million trillion and a whole bunch of other stuff. And my Cincinnati Reds would probably pay him about $5 because they're so cheap. They're so cheap. Although, truthfully, they made him the qualifying offer, of course, which was, I don't know, 18 million or something. It took him about 30 seconds to reject that, which we knew he would. And I don't think the Reds will be able to compete. There's a hollow foil Greinke. And then this will be numbered, if I can get my hot little hands on it. And it is the New York Yankees and Michael King, numbered 276, with our little patriotic 4th of July kind of motif going there. Got a short print for the Mariners, one that you were asking for. Ichiro for Seattle. And I've got a hollow foil for the Cardinals, a hollow foil for Miggy and Detroit Tigers, and then an Expos Tim Raines. So probably all of you all know this already, but in case you didn't, former Montreal Expos, current Washington Nationals. So all Expos cards go to the Nationals because, cards follow their franchise. That was an anniversary Acuna, anniversary for the Astros, and then we got a little chipper over here for Decade's Best, followed by a Nick Madrigal prospect card for the White Sox, a Decade's Best Willie Mays, San Francisco, a Decade's Best Canseco for the Oakland A's, Red Sox, Bobby Dalbec, and Joey Bart for the Giants. Rob says, I love what Bauer is doing on Twitter. It's hilarious. He's been trolling, man. Of course, he's that way. I'm sure if you've paid any attention to his Twitter account, which is Bauer Outage, is his, like Power Outage, but Bauer Outage. And obviously, play on words all the way around. But anyway, he trolls people all the time on there. I mean, and he was just absolutely dragging the Astros, and he's he's funny on Twitter. He is. Rob, you said Mike King is a Rhode Island boy. Oh, he's local to where you live. Oh, cool. Yeah, Walker Buehler for the Dodgers actually hails from my part of the world, so I always want Walker to do well. And I'm a little bit of a Dodgers fan too because I lived in LA for a while. So Alex Wood, hollow foil for the Dodgers. We'll save those hits, came out together. And a decade's best, Chipper Jones for Atlanta, hollow foil. Suarez, San Francisco. Here comes another Derek Jeter. So the Yankees gonna of course take a lot of the manufactureds tonight. And then our player used / player worn is Yadi Molina. And that is the St. Louis Cardinals. And it's from the 2015 All-Star game. Like, what is up with that? Did they go into a warehouse and just find, oh, look, we've got a bunch of All-Star jerseys to cut up from 5 or 6 years ago? It's so bizarre. Aquino for the Cincinnati Reds with a hollow foil. Anniversary for the A's, AJ Puck. Robert anniversary for the White Sox. And over here, it's David Wright for the Mets. Decade's best, Pedro, Red Sox. Mr. Whitey Ford for the New York Yankees, who of course passed recently, and then the D-backs. Our prospects, Jimenez for the Mets, Whitley coming out for the Astros, and Ruiz for the Dodgers. Yeah, it's always nice when local guys do well. I kind of rooted for Jose Altuve for a while simply because he came through here with the minor league team. We have the Lexington Legends locally, and they were affiliated with the Astros for a while, and now we're Kansas City Royals, which is who we've been for a few years, but originally affiliated with the Astros, and Jose Altuve came through here playing minor league ball. And of course, it was a long time ago because we're just a piddly little single A team around here. But after the whole, scandal, I can't find myself being happy about Astros in general. And I guess I'll get over it, but I don't know. I don't know if I will, but I guess I better, right? I'm sure they didn't all do it, even though they all knew about it. I'm sure they didn't all do it, so. There is a Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. I don't believe the Yadi Molina was numbered, was it? I don't think it was, Rob. Was it? Oh, it is. I didn't see it. Ha, good catch up in the corner to 10. There you go. I didn't even see it back there. Very good catch. We would have found it maybe in recap, but always better just to check it out at the time. Numbered to 2020, that is the New York Giants. And I'm going to start a little stack for the ones that are numbered to 2020 so that I can keep everything where we can easily recap it while we're at it. Also to 2020 for the Yankees, Tomas Nido. We've got our autograph, and it's headed to Kansas City and the Royals. It's going to be numbered as well. That is Soler, and numbered to 199. Always like to see those black borders. That is, however, the wrong size sleeve. So let's back it up and try it again. Now he's all comfy cozy in that one. Have an anniversary Bichette for the Blue Jays. More Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Cabrian Hayes Pirates is our prospect card. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Chris Sale, hollow foil, Red Sox. The Pirates with a hollow foil, and the Oakland A's have one as well. Next up, I've got a Mariners anniversary with Ken Griffey Jr., the Phillies, Bryce Harper, the Angels, and Shohei Ohtani. Wasn't he disappointing this year? I mean, I know he's coming back from Tommy John, but he did not live up to expectations. Atlanta Braves, a numbers game with Hank Aaron. Here's a numbers game, Derek Jeter for the Yankees. We've got a decade's best Red Sox, and then our prospects. The Yankees, Clark Schmidt, Garcia for the Natties, and Mr. Sanchez here for the Marlins. Okie dokie. We are what? We opened 2, so we got a ways to go yet, but we got 2 in the books. The thing of it is, it does go much, much faster when you don't have to stop and look at all the base cards. Of course, I have to go back through them later to pull all the rookie cards out, but it saves us, oh gosh, probably, I'd say at least 30 or 40 minutes of time overall, not stopping to look at all that big hunk of cards. And in breaks like this, which are so base heavy, I think everybody likes to not look at big hunks of cards. I've yet to find anybody who's like, oh yeah, I'd love to look at all 80 bazillion cards. Yeah, mostly not. Mostly not. So it is nice that they do the jumbos this way so that we can just kind of cut to where we need to go. Right off the bat, we're going to see one of our hits for the Angels, Jim Abbott. That is traveling back a little bit. It's on the anniversary card as well, so Angels getting one. Number to 2020 for the Mets, Eduardo Nunez. A hollow foil, Big Papi, the Red Sox. Hollow foil for the Diamondbacks, Lopez. Anniversary, I always liked Eddie Murray for the Orioles. I left a hollow foil over there by accident. He is Michael Fulmer for the Tigers. Anniversary, Javi Baez, the Cubbies, and an anniversary of the Polar Bear for the Mets. More Derek Jeter, followed by a numbers game, Ted Williams. I didn't flip over the back of that, did I? Might as well. Flipped over the back, all the rest of them. Ernie Banks, Cubbies. Then we've got Alec for the Phillies and Ethan for the Brewers and Pache for the Braves for our prospect cards. Now we'll open this one by itself, so we end up with 3, 3, and 3 again. Last time I ended up with 4 on the last group. It doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter, but as you said, I'm talking to myself kind of, so I like it better when it's even. The hollow foil for the Giants, anniversary for the Dodgers, decade's best, the Giants. That was said, by the way, New York Giants. Prospectus for the Reds, Tyler Stevenson. Anything that says the New York Giants, of course, goes to the San Francisco Giants, because that is who the New York Giants ultimately became, the San Francisco Giants. So, you probably already knew that, but in case you didn't. Just sharing a little franchise history. You're all probably like, yes, we know that, shut up. Or maybe somebody that doesn't know it. You'd be surprised. You really would. I remember, it's been a while, it's been a long time ago, several years ago, but somebody that was breaking with me, and this is a football example, but the Houston Oilers, of course, became what is now known as the Tennessee Titans. And then after the Oilers left and became the Titans, of course, Houston was awarded an expansion franchise, which became the Texans. Hollow foil for the Dodgers, then numbered to 2020. We've got one for the Rangers. And we've got ourselves another New York Yankees relic here. That would be for Mr. Derek Jeter. So the guy got so, irrationally angry that a card for the Oilers didn't go to his team, which was the Texans. And, tried to explain to him, and of course it said it in the listing description anyway. But the guy got so angry, and he's like, I'll never break with you again. You stupid, what you're doing. It's a Phillies hollow foil. And then we've got a Ken Griffey Jr. for the Mariners with the hollow foil. So ever since that time, I just make sure to go over it so that everybody knows. Josh Donaldson for the Twins on an anniversary. Shogo Akiyama for the Reds, anniversary of the Yankees, and Thurman Munson. Decades best, Mark McGwire, the A's. Glavine, decades best, the Braves. And over here for the Angels, that's just a team, decades best. The Tampa Bay Rays with a nice Wander Franco. There's Brennan Davis for the Cubbies, and Kirilloff for the Twins. Of course, I did think it was a tad bit ironic that the guy was basically giving me grief thinking I didn't know franchise history because I was a girl, and really he's the one who didn't know, which I thought was delightfully ironic, of course, but, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Not much, not much. The guy just wandered off into the oblivion somewhere. And I'm sure had the same argument with some other breakers before finally realizing, oh yeah, they kind of all do it that way, because, yeah, that's the correct way to do it, but you never know, do you? Nolan Arenado, isn't he looking dapper? And he's in the wrong sleeve. We'll get him in the right sleeve, and now he's looking even more dapper, isn't he? A short print for the Colorado Rockies. And a hollow foil, Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. A hollow foil for Cincinnati, and Joey Votto, who we're paying too much money to do anything with, and he's not giving us very much in return. It's a little side commentary there for you. There's another Joey Votto and All-Star Stitches for the Reds from 2017. So we definitely got in the attic and found all the old All-Star uniforms over at Topps. There's Giannis for the Oakland A's with a hollow foil. Padres anniversary for Dave Winfield. The Giants anniversary, Willie McCovey. And the Giants again, Willie Mays. Coming through decades best, it is a Dale Murphy for the Braves, a Mike Trout for the Angels, and then we've got another Derek Jeter card. Our prospects, Colton Welker for Colorado, Detroit with a little Casey Mize, and Dalton Varsho for the D-backs, Arizona. And we are halfway home. 3 open and 3 to go. And we've got all kinds of little packs lining up for us over there with our patches and our silver packs. I haven't seen any of the patches. What do they look like? Has anybody seen them? Somebody I'm sure has. Do you like them? Are they nice? Are they weird? What are they? I'm guessing some of you have watched other breaks and kind of know what's what by now. I was busy shipping all day, so no time to watch any breaks. Although I did have horse racing on in the background, I will admit that. I'm not watching it, but listening to horse racing. Derek Jeter for the Yankees, a hollow foil for the Diamondbacks with Marte, the Giants, and Willie Mays. Decades best for the Royals, and a Nick Allen prospect card for the Oakland A's. Oh, they're real patches, not on cards. Oh, cool. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Well, I'm excited to see that. Hi, Warren. Warren's talking to us now, too. Yay. I like having company. So, yeah, we have the Breeders' Cup in town, which is 2 days of horse racing. Of course, being from Kentucky, well, yeah, I'm into horse racing. I am. I usually go to the Breeders' Cup. It does travel all around everywhere. Is that the last one? Yeah. Travels all around the country. And once we even went to Canada. And I've been with a group of my friends and family every year for, gosh, I think 25 or 26 years. And this year, here it is in my hometown, in my backyard, like less than 10 miles from my house. And of course, we can't go because of Corona. So it's the first time I've missed it in 20-something years. So that's usually my vacation, right? So no vacation for me this year. No vacation for you. So there you go. But I did have it on in the background. Not that you care, but now you know. There's a Derek Jeter patch for the New York Yankees. I've got a hollow foil for the Angels, and that was Jose Suarez. And this is something for the Angels. Numbered. There we go. So it's a stats card. It's numbered to 300. So I recognized when I was, making sure I had stopped in the right spot on the pack that I had something, but it took me a minute to figure out what. There's an Eric Davis, for the Cincinnati Reds, hollow foil. Detroit Tigers, and a Buck Farmer, hollow foil. The Dodgers and Mookie Betts anniversary, Mr. Pete Alonso for the Mets and the New York Yankees, and Thurman Munson. It's weird. Whenever there's 2 decades best, there's like a Derek Jeter in the middle. Have y'all noticed that? I said y'all. That was a decade's best, Carl Yastrzemski. Here's a decade's best that is the Red Sox as a team. And then our which one of these doesn't belong card, which is Derek Jeter for the Yankees. The Padres and Mackenzie Gore. The Blue Jays and Nate Pearson. And the Orioles with Ryan Mountcastle. Yes, Warren, any of the cards, let's see if we can find one in here, like this, that have that little RC printed designation on them. Yes, those do go to the teams. Veteran base doesn't. There are, of course, rookie cards that are in this giant stack O cards, but we just cut right to the chase, the stuff that matters. I'm not that the rookie cards don't matter, they do. I said that wrong. We cut right to the inserts, the short prints, autographs, relics, hits, numbered cards, that sort of stuff. And then I will later spend an hour or so going through all of this, hour or two, pulling out all those rookie cards. So you don't have to sit through the pain of watching thousands of base cards go by, and you get to see the fun stuff. And then I will do the behind-the-scenes yucky work of finding all the base rookies out of there. So for the Tampa Bay Rays, Randy Arozarena. I get that wrong every time. That is numbered to 2020. I think I mostly got it right that time, but yeah. Anyway, the hero of the postseason. Too bad they didn't win. Numbered to 2020, it is Anthony Alford. And then we've got an autograph, and it's numbered to 25. How you like that? It is J.D. Hammer, and it's the Phillies, which is Jay Allen. And he's not on here tonight because he's not. But he sent me a message beforehand and told me to pull him some Phillies. So there we go. For the Astros, Chris Davinsky. For the Oakland A's, a hollow foil Sky Bolt. And over here for the Giants, a Hunter Pence hollow foil. Cincinnati with Shogo. The Cubbies and Javi Baez, and here comes another Eddie Murphy with the Orioles. We've got decade's best Freddie Freeman, and this time we've got a couple of numbers games instead of seeing old Derek Jeter. And there's another one for the Texas Rangers. The first one was a Yankee, second one a Ranger. Evan White for the Mariners. St. Louis with Dylan Carlson, and the Rangers with Josh Young. Rob, your son is watching with us, and I might not remember this, but Bobby B was, oh yeah, I do remember Bobby B saying that. Yeah, I do remember that. And he sent him oh good, a bunch of St. Louis, I think it was, right? Yeah, oh, Bobby B is such a good guy. I really like him a lot. He's a really, really good guy. And just super nice, and I'm very glad that he took care of that, because I do remember that I think it was your son's first break, right? And we didn't have very good luck for it, the best I remember. Yeah, so, well, cool. I'm glad that Bobby B got it hooked up. He is, as I said, he's just a really good guy. I like him. A hollow foil for the Minnesota Twins, it's Rich Hill. And then we've got little Anthony Alford for the Blue Jays. And our player worn relic is Paul Goldschmidt, Goldie, for the Cardinals. And maybe it's actually not from 100 years ago. What do you think? It doesn't say that it is, so maybe that one's more recent. I don't know why that just strikes me as so odd, but it really does. It's a hollow foil for the Yankees. Just like, why would you do that? Why would you keep the uniform for like 5-6 years and then put on the card that it was from 5 or 6 years ago? Doesn't make any sense. The Giants and Willie McCovey, the Twins and Josh Donaldson, the Padres and Dave Winfield. And there's our little Derek Jeter hanging out over there by himself again when he should have been a decade's best, but he wasn't. Cal Ripken, the Orioles, and Roberto Clemente for the Pirates. Joe Adell and the Yankees, the Royals, with Brady Singer and Nolan Jones for Cleveland. We are 4 down and 2 to go as we roll along tonight. Oh, I see Ryan was also helping me out answering Warren too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I kind of have to glance back and forth, of course, between cards and chat and stuff, and sometimes I don't see things right away. And you guys are always so awesome about jumping in and helping answer questions for people when I'm distracted and haven't looked over there. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. There are several of you that are very good about helping me out with that. Because it's hard the way my setup is. I can't really put the iPad right in front of me, so it's off to the side. So you gotta kind of watch that and watch the cards and try not to say anything dumb. I don't usually do too well in that department, though, do I? I probably fail in the don't say anything dumb department, but I try. Try anyway. Oh, 2, 4, 6. Let's get this weirdo back out of the way. Yeah, we'll just do him we'll do this one by itself. Why am I trying to call it a him or a her? I don't know. It's a pack of cards. It's an it. See, what did I say? Talking about not saying something dumb, and right away I did. That is Castillo, number 2, 2020 for the Rays. I've got a hollow foil for the Yankees with Robinson Cano. The Angels and Mike Trout. Piazza for the New York Mets. And there's Alec again for the Phillies. We've got a couple of our hits out of the first few packs we opened. There is the Derek Jeter again, one of approximately 80 million of those that we've seen. For the Diamondbacks, we've got a little Domingo autograph on our anniversary card set, which I'm trying to hold sideways on the wrong side of the card. And this is interesting. I'm liking this. This is a black border prospect. Varsho for the Diamondbacks, and it is numbered to 299. All right, I'm kind of digging that our prospect cards can be numbered. That's a good thing. Hollow foil for the Giants. Hollow foil the Padres. And survey says a hollow foil for the Cubbies. Cubs again, Andre Dawson. The Pirates, Roberto Clemente. The Brewers and Christian Yelich. Another Derek Jeter. And here's a numbers game, Roberto Alomar for the Blue Jays, and a decade's best Smoltz for the Braves. Varsho regular prospect card, the Brewers and Ethan Small, and another Kirilloff for the Minnesota Twins. So I do like that they put the prospect cards in here. I think that's a nice touch, but I think that they're super ugly. I do not like the design at all. Am I the only one? Do you guys like the design of the prospect card? Is it just me who finds it? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it looks like it should be in a set that was at the dollar store for 50 cents a pack or something. I don't really know how to verbalize what I think about it, but somehow it doesn't look as polished or as something. I don't know. It doesn't have a high-end feel to it, and I think it's really the font that they use when they've got the little first prospect or whatever it says over there on it. I don't like that somehow. I think that's what makes it look not quite right to me. I don't know. Can't decide. Chris, you think the reason, hi Chris, by the way, you said the reason they're using older uniforms is because there's no All-Star game this year. Well, that is true. That is true. But you would think they would then just use a regular uniform. My point is, why do they have All-Star uniforms from 2015 and 16 and 17? Like, for instance, why didn't you cut up the 2015 ones and put them in the 2016 product, and cut up the 16s and put them in the 17, and so on and so forth? So I understand why kind of they're doing it, but why do they have them is more my question. So yeah. And then why didn't they do something with them a long time ago? It really just feels like they found them in a warehouse somewhere in a box. Numbered to 69, that is a Joey Votto for my Cincinnati Reds. I'm sure they didn't, but that's just how it feels to me. A hollow foil for the Nationals, and then numbered to 2020 is one for Baltimore and the Orioles. Hollow foil for Big Papi and the Red Sox, and one for Jesus Luzardo for the Oakland A's. The Natties and Juan Soto, the Rangers and Nolan Ryan, and the Pirates with Willie Stargell. Chicago White Sox, decade's best, the captain Derek Jeter for the Yankees, and decade's best Tom Seaver. See, I told you every time it's like a decade's best, and then there he is, Derek Jeter, sitting in the middle of it. Pache for the Braves, Tyler Stevenson for my little Cincinnati Reds, and Brennan Davis for the Cubbies. Oh, Ryan says it's supposed to be from the 1989 set. Oh, I guess I guess that's right. I guess that is what that looked like. It was ugly then too, wasn't it? I just think it looks ugly. I don't like it at all. I really don't. It looks I guess it looks very 1989 then, doesn't it? I guess that's what I was searching for, and then I couldn't verbalize it. Just looks not good. But Rob, you like it. Okay, you like it. Well, see, that's the thing. It's everybody's got their individual taste of what they like and what they don't. For me, it's something about that. That I don't know. It's something about that first prospects on there, the way that looks, or that number one prospect technically is what it says, but something about that just looks funky to me. But what are you going to do? That was a nice little Kyle Lewis for the Mariners, hollow foil. And then I've got a hollow foil for Julio Teheran for the Angels. And our player worn is also for the Angels, and it is numbered to 199, and it is Mr. Shohei Ohtani. Ryan thinks they're ugly. Okay, so Ryan's in my camp on that one then. And you like 1990 Donruss, so neither of us has any taste, he says. Oh, that's funny. That's Terrence Gore, hollow foil for the Dodgers. The Padres and Tatis. The Dodgers and Gavin Lux. And the Dodgers again, David Price. Don't you know he doesn't feel like a big pile of you-know-what because he decided to sit out the season and then he missed the World Series ring. Oh, that's got to hurt. Andy Pettitte for the Yankees. Roger Clemens for the Red Sox, and Wynn for the Indians. Of course, less so, I guess, because he's already got a ring, but yet, you know what I mean. Colton Welker, the Rockies. Wander Franco for the Rays, and Casey Mize for the Tigers. So here we go into our last box. So little last box mojo time. And you know what that means? Well, in case you don't, I'm going to tell you. How about that? Basically, we just try to kind of focus our energy and look for some big smoking hot hits and hope that we can pull them out of our very last box. And we call it Last Box Mojo. And sometimes Last Box Mojo works really well and we pull some tremendous things out of it. Other times, Last Box Mojo is like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing that, but we're going to hope that it shows up tonight. So, because that's where we are on Last Box. Chris says he likes all things 80s and 90s, so don't include him. Hey, I like a lot of things from the 80s. I do, but I do not like that card design. Tanaka from the Yankees with another Derek Jeter patch. A hollow foil for the Yankees. Tyler Wade, are you detecting a theme? The Cubbies and Ernie Banks. A decade's best Eckersley for the A's, and the Astros with Forrest Whitley. Yeah, for sure. I like some 80s things. There's definitely some good funky stuff from the 80s, but that card design is not amongst things I would say, yeah, I love that. Chris says to be young again would be great. I do not agree with you. I do not agree with you at all. I do not want to go through all that again. Oh, no. Teen angst and all that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. Oh my gosh. And then all the years where you like have no money and you're trying to like pay off student loans and debts and trying to make your way in the world and all that. I don't want to do any of that again. Have at it, my friend, not me. 2020, the Rockies. And an Andrew McCutchen, a little Cutch over here for nothing. I think I have him in there and he's not anything. He's a base card. Well, cut it wrong that time. Roberto Alomar for the Blue Jays, a hollow foil for the Mets that has Alonso and McNeil on it. And we've got ourselves a nice little baseball stars autograph. And it is Jack Mayfield, numbered to 199 for Houston, the Astros. A hollow foil, Kenley Jansen. A hollow foil for the Angels with Jason Castro. Cincinnati Reds and Joe Morgan. I was so sad when he died recently. Cincinnati Reds and Frank Robinson. The Marlins and Lewis Brinson. Then we've got Clemente for the Pirates, Sandy Koufax, the Dodgers, another Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Bobby Dalbec, Red Sox, Sanchez, Miami, and Mr. Schmidt there for the New York Yankees. Rob says it might be because Price is a big pile. You know what? Going back to our other conversation, I didn't see that until just now. But you know, that's got to be just terrible, really. It does. It has to be a bad feeling to think, oh, if I had decided to go to work this year, I would have not only made a lot more money, I'd have another World Series ring. You know that's just got to be rough to not be in on that. But hey, I mean, everybody had to make their choices on that. I'm sure they had valid reasons, but Chris said when he was younger, there was no responsibility, less political BS, and no phones to record you doing fun stuff. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it would be like these days to grow up under the microscope that kids are under now. I mean, everything you do, every moment of your life is documented in there for public consumption. I don't think I would have done very well with that growing up either. There's plenty of things that didn't need to be up for public consumption. Eric Davis to 2020 for the Cincinnati Reds. Here's a Christian Pache for the Braves. It is a blue border. Those are not numbered in here, but as you probably have seen, they don't come out super frequently, so we still think they're special. For the Padres, a hollow foil. Then we've got a hollow foil here for Toronto and another one for the Astros. The Yankees and the Diamondbacks and the Oakland A's. A decade's best for St. Louis and one for the Mets. Oh, and a trifecta, all 3 decades best this time. Tomei for the Indians. Ke'Bryan Hayes for the Pirates, the Nationals, and Garcia, and the Dodgers, and Ruiz. Oh, Chris, you said you had more money to blow back then than you do now. Well, it all depends on how you look at it, I guess. So for sure, now that we're older, we have to allocate our money differently. We have to spend it differently than certainly we did when we were younger. But I don't think I had less money than I had when I was younger, because gosh, man, you're like right out of school and you've got student loans and all that stuff, and you're just trying to get your legs under you and all that. I mean, sure, there's a lot of it that was fun, but I wouldn't want to redo it. Rob says he hates David Price. It couldn't have happened to a better guy. Why do you hate him so much, man? I mean, I know there's history. There is history, okay? Because you are a Red Sox fan, I think you said. So I guess I don't even have to ask. I kind of know. But anyway, yeah, I feel you. For the Seattle Mariners, Felix Hernandez, hollow foil. For the Cincinnati Reds, Aristides Aquino, our final relic of the night. It is a Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. I got so close, so close. So I'm going to tell you why I'm saying I got so close. Jay Allen, who has the Phillies tonight, he breaks here regularly. He's not in chat tonight, but he breaks here all the time. And he has a huge collection of Rhys Hoskins autographs. He has, at this moment, 499. Jesus Aguilar and the Marlins with a hollow foil. So he said tonight it was going to be my job to find number 500. And I said I was going to try really hard to bring it. And I got the Rhys Hoskins, but not signed. It bums me out. Bellinger, Dodgers, Phillies, and Mike Schmidt, the Cardinals, and Lou Brock. So yes, to get so close, man. Pujols, decade's best. And I should check and see if he was a Cardinal or an Angel. He was a Cardinal on that, FYI. Pujols to the Cardinals. Pirates, decade's best, and the Phillies. I've got the Orioles and Joey Bart, who I think is going to be phenomenal. The Mets and Jimenez, and another Nick Madrigal for the White Sox. Now, kids, guess what we get to do? We get to go into our little special packs now. Isn't it special? So let's get all of our patches out first. I'm going to open them first, primarily because I want to look at them first. And somebody said they were really cool, and they're actual patches, not patches on cards, and you all said they were cool looking, and we're going to look at them first. So what do you think about that? Do I have all 6? 1, 2, 3. No. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, these are cool. Oh, I do like these. Oh, I like these a lot. These are very cool. Woohoo! All right, so there is a Juan Soto for the Nationals. Oh, I had no idea they were going to look like that. That's very fun. That makes me happy. Or why am I turning them over? They're blank on the back. There's a Chris Bryant for the Cubbies. I told you, habit of turning them over when they're a hit or whatever. Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. For the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Oh, you know they're putting together master sets of patches. There's bound to be. Tatis for the Padres. And then the Yankees and Aaron Judge. Yeah, Rob, I remember the thing on the plane. Right after I said, like, why don't you like him? Then I remembered, oh, yeah, I did remember that. It was, yeah, not cool on his part. Not cool. So we're going to go ahead and get a few of these open, and then we'll start taking a look through them. Of course, all of these ship to the teams, boy, because they are hits more or less. They're not considered base. So these for sure all go to the teams, no matter whether they're numbered or autographed or whatever. So just as an FYI. Oh, Go Reds. That's your username? I love it. Your YouTube username is Go Reds. That's so awesome. Hi, Go Reds. All right, so we've got a Graterol for the Dodgers, a little Shogo for Cincinnati, and a Dale Murphy for the Braves, and Stallmont for the Royals, and then we get this, little, whatever I'm trying to say, advertising card. And there'll be one of those little advertising cards on the back of all of these, so just get them all now. How about that? Cardinals and Cabrera, Phillies, Rhys Hoskins, Astros, Springer, Indians, Bobby Bradley. Yankees and Garrett Cole, Walker Buehler, Dodgers, Willie Castro, Tigers, Benny Baseball for the Red Sox. Padres, Trent Grisham, Castellanos for the Reds, the Astros, Yordan Alvarez, and here's Castellanos for the Reds in the green parallel, which is number 299. So we do at least have one numbered one coming out of there. And probably more, but we just have to, let's just go ahead and take that stupid thing off the back right up front. Get that out of the way. I like those, though. I use them. You'll probably see some somewhere along the way in your cards, because I use them to, when I ship and pack and things. So it is handy to have them. It's just irritating when you got to do something with them when you're in the middle of working on it. The Dodgers and Mookie Betts, Mike Yastrzemski for the Giants, the Natties, and Steven Strasburg, and Sonny Gray for my Cincinnati Reds, the blue parallel, number 2/150. So 2 that are color, both Reds so far. Indians, Bobby Bradley, Red Sox, Clemens, Blue Jays, Ryu, Cardinals, Ravello. Red Sox, Clemens, Blue Jays, Ryu, Cardinals, Ravello. It's almost identical. And then the A's with Seth Brown. The Brewers and Yelich, the Indians and Bieber, the Angels and Rendon, and the Tampa Bay Rays with Yoshi. White Sox, Robert, the Braves, Acuna, Broso, oh my goodness, whatever, for the Rays, and Luzardo for the A's. Okay, fine, I can't say his name. We all know it. It's not news. We all know it. Nothing to look at here. Keep moving. Ryan says lots of good color for the Reds tonight. Well, yeah, they hit that Joey Votto earlier, too. Forgot about that. And that was low numbered, so yeah. I had forgotten about that one. I better just get that off the, there we go. Kind of slid it onto the touchpad over there, the computer. I didn't really want it doing anything funky. Nationals and Juan Soto, Biggio for the Blue Jays, Tatis, Padres, Donaldson, Twins, A's, Brown, Jeter, Yankees, Gonsolin, Dodgers. Ooh. For the White Sox, Robert, black border, baby. 199 for the Chicago White Sox. And then we've got Dodgers with Belly, the Angels with Trout, the Dodgers with Lux, and the A's with Puck. So there you go. There's the break. Let's get a few things lined up here to do some recapping. All right. We'll just take a little spin through a few things. So if you missed something earlier, you can look at it again now, or for the people who are watching it later and they just scroll right to the end, which is what I would do. It's just all right here. These are each numbered to 2020 on the back. We've got one for the Reds, the Rockies, Orioles, Tampa Bay Rays, the Blue Jays, the Rays, the Rangers, Mets. That sounds like a cheer, doesn't it? Diamondbacks, and then Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Our patches, which I am digging, I will admit, is the Yankees, Padres, Astros, Dodgers, Cubbies, and Nationals. Now, numbered cards and things of that sort. The White Sox and Robert to 199. The Reds and Sonny Gray to 150. The Reds and Castellanos to 99. Christian Pache, that is the blue border. It's not numbered, but again, those don't come out super often, so I do generally recap them. That's going to the Braves. Short print for the Colorado Rockies, a short print for the Mariners, and one for the New York Yankees. Then I've got the nice Joey Votto here that is numbered 269 with the black border. I've got a black border Dalton Varsho to 299 from the Prospects. For the Angels, it is numbered to 300, and that is our stats back. For the Padres, Zach Davies to 300, stats back. And then Independence Day for the New York Yankees, numbered 276. Our pile of relics, it's Rhys Hoskins for the Philadelphia Phillies, one for the Yankees, Tanaka, but all part of that Derek Jeter collection, for lack of a better way to say it. Shohei Ohtani and the Angels, it's numbered to 199. And there is Derek Jeter and the Yankees. Goldie for St. Louis, and another Derek Jeter, imagine that. Now we get into our All-Star uniforms. Joey Votto from the 2017 All-Star game. Another Derek Jeter. And here's a Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers from the 2016 All-Star game. There's more Derek Jeter. Yadi Molina and the Cardinals. That one is numbered to 10. Woohoo! And it's from the 2015 All-Star game. And then one more Derek Jeter, because why not? Have a lot of them. Well, obviously, because we knew he was featured in the set this year. So we knew there were going to be a lot of them before we started. Baseball Stars, number 2, 199. That is Jack Mayfield autograph for the Astros. Domingo on the anniversary parallel for the Diamondbacks. JD comes out, numbered to 25. Baseball Stars for the Philadelphia Phillies. Nice throwback here for the A's with a Ricky Henderson that is numbered to 50. Nice Soler for the Royals with the black border, numbered to 199. And then moving way back in time, the Angels and Jim Abbott. So, all right. All in all, not a bad case of update in my opinion. So, hopefully you had a little fun and got a few things you wanted anyway. So thank you once again, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you very much. I am going to put up a little bit of info again if you missed it before. Take another peek here at when your item's going to ship. And then we will also take one more little look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So Tuesday is when I expect this stuff to get out the door and on the way to you. As always, it is plus or minus a day, and I will always get it out to you as quickly as I can. Everyone pulled cards, I feel sure, out of updates, so we should not have to worry about consolation cards here. However, if you got skunked in Flawless Collegiate Football, you will still get consolation card or cards in the mail. They will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since it is a paid shipping break. So that's how that works. And as far as the days ahead, it looks like this. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday are both off nights. We'll come back on Monday and roll through quite a bit of memorabilia. It's going to be a 4-box case of Leaf Autograph full-size helmets, a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats Series 3 autograph jerseys, and then a 10-box case of TriStar Series 2 autograph mini helmets. Then on Tuesday night, we're going to do National Treasures Squared. So we'll do a case of NT Baseball followed by a case of NT Collegiate Football. On Wednesday, we do have one single new release that comes out. It is Illusions Football, and we're going to be breaking an 8-box inner case of that. I thought that there was another new release for Wednesday, but my reps were not able to confirm it today. So if I find out at a later point in time that there is a second new release for Wednesday, we'll probably try to schedule it in. It would just be done, on a shorter time frame. Normally I list 5 days out. We'd have to list it 3 days out or a day out or something like that if we later find out there is another one. But I don't know if we will or not. So anyway, so that, I guess, has got me all squared away for tonight. So once again, thank you all for being here. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend ahead. I hope that you will come back and see me again, because I do like having the company. It makes me seem less crazy if I'm kind of talking to you, not just to myself. But either way, I do appreciate you being here tonight. So enjoy your weekend. I'll see you again on Monday. Take care.